Bro, go back, man. Stay there. Sit. Put your hands
Why?
there. I want to take a picture from neck below. Stand here. Don't move.
For what?
Bro, I want to, for my new Tinder account.
What do you mean Tinder account, man?
I want to put my head in your body for my new profile picture.
Why a new profile? What happened to your old one?
They suspend me, bro. I don't know why. They claim I'm catfishing. I don't like any seafood, bro.
Catfish? But why? Let me see your old profile picture. Bro, really? Yo, that's Jay Cutler, bro. Hey guys, welcome to this week's Generation Iron podcast. Your host, me, Victor Martinez, here with Ehsan Farahi, Vlad Yudin, and Edwin Mejia. Second week into the new year, and how is your resolution going?
Look what happened to this guy here.
I know, man. That wasn't part of the plan. I know.
Second week into New Year, what happened?
Exactly.
I just want to know whose ass you stuck your foot up.
Is that what you did?
I kick ass hard.
Yeah.
What happened, bro?
Where they deserved it.
The weight drop off my feet, bro.
Yeah, man.
I broke two bone, but it's okay.
Surprised it took this long. I think it happened to me when I was 19.
Yeah, you know, I was so pissed off myself to happen it to me.
Yeah,
You know, when you're not thinking what you're doing, it happen.
Well,
what was it? The metal weight or was it rubber coating?
Robert Corey.
Doesn't matter actually. It's still 45 pounds.
It's a 45 pounds.
Still 45. Damn, man. But get well. Put some Epsom salt in it, man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ice
Ice
and a lot, yeah.
Ice and I don't know, a lot of ice cream and Jello.
all right. So we're doing it. We brought back the question of the day now. So Vic,
Yes, the question of the day.
selected by you, of course.
Yes, selected the question of the day. You guys are gonna get some goodies. And what is it, Edwin?
So this week's question of the day is brought to you by Cyber Crypto. So Cyber Crypto,
Sounds like a scam of like you know what I mean, crypto scam.
Ponzi crypto scam.
No shit. I'm just saying it's how it sounds.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
So Cyber Crypto has a question for Vic, and the question is: I'm a prior service U.S. Air Force tactical athlete, and I'm now lifting like a bodybuilder to see how much bigger I can go. I'm 32, 5'11", and I just hit 180 pounds all the way up from 160 in 6 months ago.
It's a big improvement.
In 6 months. My goal now is to grow as much as I can with minimal gear. How much does discipline and mindset play into being a professional bodybuilder? And how high would you rank mental toughness as a quality for success in bodybuilders?
Mental toughness is everything, and especially you being in the military. You didn't go through that by being weak. You know, you're strong, you're driven. So a lot of it goes into play, especially in bodybuilding. It's not just about lifting the weight, putting the weights down, anything. And also, you have to be very calculative in your workouts, your intensity, your supplement intake. As I heard Edwin said, you don't want to use, gear or minimal gear. You're still young. You can achieve a lot. You can get a lot of gains. But being consistent and knowing when to apply your certain supplements, that is the key. Know when to apply certain supplements and also know when not to overtrain, because you're always gonna get that good feeling of, man, I feel great today. I had another workout, yesterday I felt great. You have to know when to pull back. Also, knowing when to restrict your mental strength is probably one of the hardest, because a lot of us tend not to do it. We can't, because we like to kind of go with the momentum. So that being said, I say put out your schedule, put out a good schedule throughout the month. I will say cycle it between 2 to 4 months. Also, time off is very important. Rest time is very important as well. Try to avoid injuries. Injuries are the only things that are going to set you back, you know. Now, you want to get big, you want to gain the weight. Caloric intake is very important. And at the same time, you're a military, you know. I don't know if you're on call. They might call you back.
I think he retired.
You're retired?
Just
Okay.
prior.
Okay, so you're retired. No, I was asking that only for the concern because if you get too big, then you can't serve, you know. You'll be stuck with your muscle. But for me is, you know, put on enough muscle, but stay athletically active. As far as professional goes, that's the entire different spectrum. You know, when you're talking professional, now obviously they do apply the same things I just told you, you know, mental toughness, knowing when to go to the gym, knowing when to rest, the meals, the supplements. But at the same time, it's another level to it, and that level is the one you do not want to touch, and that's where the gear plays in. You know, is it, you know, one of those things that you need? Again, depends what level you want to reach. But for the pros, it's all out. It's all out. There's no, you know, tiptoeing. You in or you're all out. But for now, you're making gains. Stick to that program. If anything, just play around with your diet, your caloric intake, your carb intake, your resting time. Do you have a good partner? Is the gym well equipped for you? Is the gym setting the right gym for you? Hoping it's not a Planet Fitness, then you ain't gonna get.
Here we go again with the Planet Fitness.
You're not gonna get anywhere, right? No.
The gentleman said he's 32 years old, he's 5'11", so he's tall, and he went from 160 to 180 in 6 months. Are you impressed?
I'm very impressed, but at the same time, he should, because that is your prime. That is your prime. It's usually between, you know, 27, 28 up until like 34, 36 years old. That is your prime. You should be putting on that weight. Do not worry when that ultimate weight gain slows down, you know, because now you're entering the maturity phase. So right now at 5'11", 160, 180, you're going to look, you know, a little slim because of your frame, but that's a good shape. That's a good shape. So don't worry about that. Focus on your look, what you need to bring up, and then know when you have to apply the intensity to make those gains. You know, are you keeping the compound movements? I hope you are, because those are the only way that you're actually going to achieve the thick, muscular, full look. And especially with the squats, with the deadlifts, with the shoulder presses. If you run, stick to sprinting, not too much running, and your caloric intake. Keep eating, you know, as you're burning, and the rest. I would not emphasize enough on the rest, and do not train more than what you have to. I know it feels good. You want to keep doing it day in, day out, and the hardest part is forcing your day off. But make sure you force it in a good way, you know, like, you know, visiting family, you know, spending time with your girl. Focus your days off while doing something as opposed to doing nothing, and that way you don't feel as bad not getting into the gym.
And don't drop weights on your feet.
Yeah, don't drop weights on your feet. Be very
All
careful.
right, so Mr. Cyber Crypto, you get the price here is this. And submit your questions, guys. Victor might.
Yes,
might
please keep them coming. Come on, we're here for you guys. And again, thank you for your service. You know, I know you're retired, but in reality, you never really are when you're in the, you know, military.
So what are we talking about today, Ed?
A lot of topics, a lot of great, exciting topics. I mean, we had a quite a bit of a stir with our feature on Cristiano Ronaldo, the legendary football, whatever you want to call him, soccer player.
Yeah.
Football.
Right. So, you know, the stir was that his legs looked pretty shredded and pretty jacked, or whatever you want to call it, and pretty defined, and his, you know, his vascularity is pretty intact. So they wanted to, you know, they were all giving their opinions, and of course he's a legendary athlete. So what is your thoughts on that, Vic?
As a pro bodybuilder, were you impressed when you saw that image of his legs?
Listen, man. I don't.
As a football player, as a soccer player.
Again, soccer. I mean, we talk about Ronaldo, man. I don't think nobody in their goddamn right mind has any right to make fun of this guy in no way whatsoever.
And they still do, unfortunately.
Yeah, because they're f***ing little shits, you know, masturbating with their little pinkies at home, not getting anywhere, and probably, probably catfishing women with his picture, you know. But at the end of the day, this guy is an athletic god. He's great at what he does. He is in shape. The shape that he's in is in shape for what he does. Again, he plays soccer / football / one of the most watched sports in the world. I mean, if you
They're running a lot, 15 to 16 mile every game.
No, it's crazy. And I watch soccer. Yes, I watch everything. I even watch freaking curling, but I watch soccer because I'm impressed by the athleticism. You watch these fields. I mean, it's about, what is it, another 20 yards bigger than a football field?
Can you compare Ronaldo to Messi as a body-wise? Messi is very tiny.
Who has a better body?
No, Ronaldo it's got a better body. He's more handsome, and I don't know. He just looks more happier.
Damn.
He just looks happier. But again,
But it seems like he respects fitness, right?
He respects fitness. Right? He respects a lot, man, and he loves his mother like I loved mine, and by that, I've always been a fan of his. Messi too. At the end of the day, these guys are greats. They're legends. I mean, regardless of what these guys are doing, how they look physically, but at the end of the day, they are in crazy sick shape, man. And but Ronaldo has the look. He has the look.
If he was to go on stage, like in his present condition, in let's say men's physique, would he be able to match up with the guys?
In the IFBB, they'll just give it to him for the amount of followers he has.
No, forget about
he'll win the first Olympia without qualifying.
Forget about that. Just by looking at his physique.
No.
I mean,
different
if you're looking
for
at
physique
it
today, no.
Yes.
For
physique
physique 10 years ago, yes.
There you go. So
10 years ago, yes, not today.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not bad, actually.
Yeah, not knowing he's him, at the end of I think he'll still place very well. He'll place very well. I think so, The only thing is, it's just his clavicles are a little narrow, but other than that, it has to do with playing soccer. You're not going to be up there trying to play, soccer with the freaking shoulder width of Ronnie Coleman. It's just you're not going to be a good player, but he's in great shape. I think he's doing great, and he's got still some time on him, man.
But men's physique right now it goes to next level. I don't know what is this anymore. It's bodybuilding, classic.
Men's physique. I don't know what men's physique was or is still.
It was supposed to be like a beat.
You still don't like them? No,
it's not like it's not about.
You don't know.
It was presented originally as a beach type body.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And now it's like different level.
I mean, come on.
The only thing
right
I don't like.
now,
The only thing I don't like about physique is when they do the wata. I don't know. That's the only thing. Maybe there's gonna be one guy in the physique that's gonna change that a little bit and make it a little bit more, I don't know, classical or just more appealing.
That's classic physique already.
No, or appealing. Actually, the word is appealing. Make it appealing.
You keep taking shots at men's physique.
What's the rolling? What's the rolling? And I'm glad, nobody started copying Lou Ferrigno when he used to do that with the most muscular. I was like, please, I hope they stop it by the time I start bodybuilding. And I said that to myself at 16 years old watching him. I was like, oh, God, what is that roll he's doing? But, yeah.
But they don't have a pose. This is like a stylish standing.
It's like a
stylish standing.
Look, it's just the bad style of the WAP or the freaking the bad style of the Hammer Time song. I don't know. It's just change it up, guys. It's just.
All right, so we all impressed with Ronaldo's physique.
Well, I mean, yeah, and that brings us to the next topic, which obviously you have guys that are putting in a lot of hate towards a legendary soccer player, right?
Right.
And you see kind of a lot of similar hate. I don't know why, with Joseph Baena, right? I think. I'm sorry.
Arnold's son.
Arnold's son.
Baena.
Baena,
Arnold's
yeah.
Schwarzenegger's
Sorry
son.
if I butchered that, but
They're
Baena.
gonna hate him. They're gonna hate him. But
So-
Joe Baena is just he looks like a good kid, man. Good head on his shoulder.
Yeah,
So
good
let-
guy, right? I mean,
And he looks more like Arnold. so-
Yes,
so he came
he's
out.
crazy. Look like
Last
Arnold.
week he came out with.
So last week he came out and announced that he was launching a training program.
He's in great shape, by the way.
Just launched it.
Yes.
And I believe Generation Iron published an article about his new training platform and talking about it. And obviously people were like, I mean, every comment.
They're
was
hating on
negative.
him hard.
It's cool. He's natural too. He's natural. Got his training program. Come on, guys. He's backed up by Arnold Schwarzenegger, King Arnold.
So they should try it.
At the end of the day, it's you know what the kid's doing. What
But why are they hating on him? So
And he's working actually for a few years. It is not just the beginning. I follow him for 4 years. He started as a power lifter. He using for powerlifting for 2019, I believe 2018, 2019.
powerlifting is already in movies, commercials. He's doing a lot.
So this kid wants to launch his training program. Why
He's
people
a
hating
really
on him?
cool kid. He's a really cool kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why people trashing his? They'll say, "Why are you launching a training program?"
It's like Vic said. I mean, there's just people out there.
I don't understand why the people not hating the Liver King, but hating him.
They hate
Oh,
Liver
they hate
King too.
Liver
I'm
King
sure.
too.
They hate everybody.
They're
has
gonna
more
hate on
followers.
him. They're gonna hate on him because of his status, who his father is already.
Of course.
I mean, if you come out. The Situation had a freaking training program and shit. For freaking who else and shit. Did Snooki have one? Paris Hilton. These people have
Wow, you brought it
whatsoever.
back, bro.
No correlation, no freaking connections, no nothing to the health and fitness world. And they come out with fitness videos. Kim Kardashian too? Did she do something? I don't know.
I'm sure she did.
And those people, I have to say, and I'll say it, with true feeling, are when it comes to training.
Wow, Vic goes into that.
No, when it goes to training and fitness, his father is one of the greats in bodybuilding.
You're right.
His father, basically, it's Arnold. His father lives fitness. He still works out. He's around it. He's surrounded by it. So why wouldn't it fit? Why wouldn't it fit? Why not? Most guys, your father wouldn't even show you, how to serve ice cream, even though he was freaking, run an ice cream truck. That's his fault for not showing you, But at the end of the day, it's his father's
I love
Arnold.
these analogies he's dropping today.
What the hell is that? What? But he's doing it. I'll recommend, for everybody who likes him, supports him.
Yeah, go buy it.
Buy it. If you don't like him,
He's a guy I think that's really hard not to like because
Very
he seems like a
likable
very
guy.
genuine, likable guy.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like them, buy the program, try it. If it doesn't work, you still help them out.
And which brings us as well to the Arnold topic. I mean, Arnold has this amazing newsletter, which I'm sure many people have read by now, and we featured it as well on Generation Iron. And on one of his, I think, newsletters recently, he mentions that, there's many ways to add quality years to your life. Right.
Yes.
And one of those, answers and replies was that the way you add quality years to your life is by having quality relationships and friendships.
Agree.
And
I have his book. Be Useful. I got his book. I got his book for Christmas.
Which
yes.
one?
Yeah,
Be
be useful. I love it. I actually buy the audiobook, and he's with the Arnold voice.
He said, "Be useful."
Be useful. He's
Like-
reading his book with his accent. Oh my God! I already listened to.
I thought you were referring to Arnold Schwarzenegger Encyclopedia of Fitness.
Oh no, that's the first one I
That's
stole
what I thought you were talking
from
about.
That was
the
first
library. No,
How was
I
that
love
one?
That one
Did
was
you read
great,
that one?
though. Of course, through and through. That's how I did my first bodybuilding show when I was 19.
Wow.
I actually did his entire routine,
Really?
set for set, overtrained, killed myself, did everything wrong, but I still won the show.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, you're still going to get some effect.
Yeah.
But my nutrition was off, the meal was off, but it was one of those things that, when you love something, you follow it, and it's just something's going to happen, whether it's
Right.
I think that's called genetics.
I mean, yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
both.
yeah,
I mean, probably
yeah,
both.
come on.
But Arnold said you can add like 70, something like, I don't know, 70 years to your life by just talking to your friends, calling your friends.
Yes.
Yeah, and I believe that. I
Communication.
think that's something that's very much needed in the bodybuilding industry, specifically bodybuilding and fitness, because there's a lot of men out there, specifically that I know, that deal with a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stems from not having relationships or strong relationships that extend to having
Real
friendships.
relationships.
Real
though.
relationships,
When we
so-
talk relationships is real. It's not just take,
Right.
take. You know.
Yeah, and look, I mean, everybody has a partner. People want partners, have their wives, husbands, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, what I've noticed is a lot of men go into this world where they're providing for their families, they're with their wives, and they're exclusively involved in just that relationship. And that can cause a lot of problems too, because they don't step outside of that relationship to have other friendships. And I think that's what the issue is, having more, stronger relationships outside of just like at the home relationship. And I think that also provides a lot of comfort, information, and help in terms of building those valuable relationships, right? Vic, I mean, you could speak to that since you.
No, you
been
gotta
Canadian for
have the
years.
relationships, like you said. It's great. You have a wife, you have kids. I know there's a lot of people that are deeply religious and they think that, this is all I need.
Right.
Right.
Whatever. That's what you believe. Go ahead. But at the end of the day, you do need a good friend. You do need, and I think it has to do with the way the world has been going with the media and everything, the paranoia, the isolation.
Yeah.
Now,
Exactly. After COVID, because when COVID hit, that's it.
will kill
You
you.
became isolated to whoever your household partner
will
is, right?
kill you.
So-
Who are your best friends in bodybuilding that you can always rely on to call? Who would you say?
Jay Cutler.
Nah, Jay's cool, man. He sent me a message for my birthday, man. It was like, it was cool. I was, I think, in New Mexico when I got it. It was cool, man.
Nice.
But at the end of the day, people got to remember, a good friendship is not about somebody that's going to save you, because nobody's going to save you. Unfortunately, nobody's going to save
And that's
you.
a very strong point, because a lot of people feel that you're going to get saved by a partner
Yeah,
or
you're not gonna
a
get
spouse
saved.
or someone. That's not going to save you.
A good relationship is not somebody that can lend you money. Don't get that twisted. One of my New Year's resolutions was saying, to say no a lot, and
I remember him.
yeah, and it's one of those things I have to use because I was used too much. I was used to a point that it was just take, but a good relationship is just calling.
50-50,
How
yeah.
you doing? What's going on? If you're in the area, are you free? Cool, let's have. But a lot of times it's catching up. A lot of your friends are not living local anymore.
Yeah.
Just
Everybody moved
catch
to
up.
Florida.
Yeah, everybody's in freaking Florida, man. I'm not going to Florida.
Do you have any regrets looking back in the bodybuilding career in the
Moving to
industry? Do you have any regrets about your personal, like specifically career in bodybuilding industry or relationships? Any regrets at all?
Oh man, there's a lot in bodybuilding. I think I wish I would have never left the gym. I just trusting too many guys in the gym, thinking they were good people.
To run the gym?
No.
Oh, just partners, yeah.
Just in the gym. Forget my gym. My gym was a total travesty. But just people in the gym. You think you think that because you're giving 100% and you're being as honest as you can be, and you're actually being a person that listens, you show empathy to the pains they're going through at home and everything. You think, and that's where you fail, that they will do the same thing for you. Mm-hmm. And that's my only regret. It's like, man, you know what? So now I a little bit more reserved when it comes to who am I going to listen to? Mm-hmm. Who am I going to give my time to? Who am I going to be there for? Not everybody deserves it. No. Unfortunately, a fan, yeah, I'll stop, I'll listen to you, but I'm not going to hear your sob story. I'm not going to hear you say you're going to kill yourself or anything like that. It's just, I know it's cold, but some people just want attention for no reason whatsoever, and they just want to, they want to control. They want to be in control of any situation. So my regret is, not doing enough shows. I think hanging out too much with people that didn't matter at all. They didn't matter at all. They didn't matter not a smidget.
Talking about Craig Titus?
No. I put Craig in his place early on, so it was cool. We were colleagues and we were competing with each other.
I know, no, I'm kidding.
I wasted a lot of my time with a lot of useless people and bodybuilders that did not deserve a freaking fraction or even the freaking spit that builds up on the side of the mouth when you're talking so much,
Wow, Vic, you really,
They don't deserve anything, and you have to be keen on noticing those people. You have to be keen on who they are. You have to move on, The bad coaches that told you do this but don't explain why. The bad coaches that keep repeating, the same thing over and over, vicious cycle, and you get nowhere, The bad friends that want to take you out when you're getting ready for a show. And worst of all, the person, family, friend, or anybody that makes you feel bad about anything that you choose to do that doesn't include them. F them, man. F them.
Wow, Vic is really
Well
serious
said
about
that.
That's,
I mean,
wow.
that's
powerful.
That was powerful.
Do you ever regret being on any dating apps? I saw you on Grindr the other day. Somebody sent
Why
it to
were
me.
you on Grindr?
I wasn't
Listen,
on Grindr.
man, I'm
Somebody
on a lot of
sent it
them,
to me.
man. I'm on Grindr. I'm on Christian Mingle. I'm on, Match.com. I'm on Plenty of Fish.
Tinder.
I'm on all of them. But guess what?
Somebody sent me that the
It's
other
my
day.
picture only. People are using my picture. That's all it is.
So that's not really your profile on there.
They're just using my picture. You know what? At the end of the day, the girl's gonna be very disappointed, or she might get killed by somebody who's using my picture.
Yeah,
Who knows?
don't. If you see him on any of the apps, just don't.
Yeah,
It's not him.
Just please, come on, guys. Come on, please. I
And
mean,
speaking of Jake Cutler, I know one of the things he always mentions it's important to when training as well. One of the questions that we always get is like, when is enough? Right? When is it enough to when's the day to take off? How often should I take off? What's the recovery like? Should it be 1 day? Should it be 2 days? What is your recommendation? Jay obviously advises people should take some time off
yes.
for rest days and all that. And then you have guys like Mark Wahlberg out there that essentially kind of train almost every day, but he also advises for rest days too.
No, rest day is very important. I mean, during the week, at least 2. Sometimes I even, do 3. I do 3 days. I say about every 2 weeks. I do 3 days
in a row.
I mean, sometimes in a row because, you get caught up. Either you're traveling, doing something with the kids, but it's usually sporadically, usually Wednesday, then 2 days on the weekend. But definitely also do at least 2 to 3 weeks in the year where it's just a full week of just chilling, But again, even though I'm off, I'm still doing some physical activity. I'm still riding bike, helping my kids, practicing basketball or something. But the time off is a perfect reset, mental reset. Because I know working out, you feel good, you feel the endorphins, everything else. But most people think you're gonna go off, you're gonna feel fat or anything like that. The only other time I would say maybe not too many weeks off is the people, again, that suffer with depression. This is what they need. This is what they must do. So, still limit the numbers of days you go to the gym. Maybe not that many days off, but the days off are important. And, fill those days off with something. When they say days off, people take the day off too off, meaning they do nothing at all. Plan a movie. So plan that day off to do something, an art show, a museum, a movie, a classic movie. I like classic movies. We got the Barrymore Theater by where we live. Yeah. It's great. They play a lot of 80s movies, man. Love that place. But be creative. Be creative. Learn something new. That's one thing I was reading on. I think I started lacking and getting a little too lax, and learn something new.
Yeah, go on Wikipedia and learn something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got to take the dust out of my guitar. I think I'm going to pick
You're
up.
a guitar player, wow.
I mean, I don't know if my stubbly fingers are good for it, but something, you know. I have my kids playing instrument. Why not? So
it's a good idea.
And again, it's just it wakes up something in your mind and your body and just your soul. It gives you that sense of, you know, that wholeness,
purpose.
Some different kind of energy.
Yeah.
You know, and it just keeps you going, and that alone can, you know, fill the gap between, you know, depression if you're really depressed, or depression if it's just a feeling. Most people are not really depressed; they're just down, you know. So the word depression is getting used a bit too much around, you know, and it's just, you know what, just do something, plan something, you know. Just don't eat yourself to a freaking potato head. All right, guys. You know, thank you for joining us in this week's podcast. Happy New Year, 2024 again. We made it. Let's make it a better one. If you want to see any of our prior podcasts, please tune in. iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you stream your podcasts. Thank you. Until next time.
Peace.
No, stop.
Who are you?
I'm the guy that's gonna change your life. Introducing Carnivore. 100% beef protein, 0 sugar, and lactose free, which means it's not gonna upset your stomach like this. You gotta try this. Best part about it is, beef builds muscle, so you're gonna grow. I'm just gonna take this away. You don't need this, man.